Thanks to the support as a channel member, Nick Lemon. I completely agree, Mrs Wearmouth. It is important that we learn the lessons from last year's Champions League final and don't make the same mistakes again. Yeah, so I've put the pink suit on. As far as I can tell, looking back, I've studied the tapes. The only thing I did wrong in last year's Champions League final was not wearing it. So, fingers crossed, we should be fine this time. Hello and welcome to part 180 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two finals for you. It's a final double-header. We've got Liverpool in the FA Cup final and we've got Hertha Berlin in the Champions League final for the second year in a row. Or the second year in a row we've got to the Champions League final. We didn't play Hertha Berlin last year. You know what I mean. Don't be so pedantic. Since you were last with me, we've been a bit rubbish. We've lost a couple of games, almost lost again against Birmingham. Adrian Daly saving us on the last day of the season. We have been poor. You know that Veloso guy you lot love? I mean, he hasn't scored since the FA Cup. Actually, that's not true. The Champions League semi-final, first leg. He's playing today, though. You'll be glad to know he's playing today in the FA Cup final, at the very least. I've obviously not picked my team for the Champions League final yet, but as ever with these big games, this is going out as a channel premiere. So if you are watching along live here on the channel, make sure you say hello down in the chat. Get your match score predictions in. This isn't a live stream. People often get confused. It's not a live stream. It's 9:47 on Wednesday morning as I record this. But I'm probably there in the chat, chatting along with you. And we'd love to see your score predictions for both games. So FA Cup and Champions League. Remember, we've already won the Premier League this season, having won it 3 years in a row. But we've never won over the FA Cup or the Champions League. It would be nice to end the series today, as it is September, and I thought it would be ending in August. It would be nice to end the series today with an FA Cup win and a Champions League win. So this is the team for the FA Cup final. We're going with Perez in goal, a back row of Kovacic, Alpish, Abagai, and Vinicius Antonio. Why is Alpish in the team, I hear you ask? Because Simon Hanna's injured. He's going to be missing both of these games, so Alpish comes in to play alongside Abagai. We're going with McKenna and Kleber in midfield. Figueira out wide on the left because of Ian's injury, with Park on the right. But then we're going for today with Juan Jose and Veloso. We're going for the famous front three that everyone loved so much last season. Jovanovic is on the bench. Daly sits this one out because he played on the last day of the season. But obviously Daly is our top scorer for this year on 30 goals. So he's definitely going to be involved in the Champions League final. Probably at the moment, I'm likely to be starting Adrian Daly in the Champions League final, but Veloso has the opportunity today against Liverpool to bang himself a couple of goals and convince me that he should be starting in the Champions League final. So this is me giving him an opportunity. Let's hope he goes and takes it, because if he doesn't turn up today, Daly's back in, because Daly is in form. As we've just seen, he scored 2 goals on the last day of the season. Figueira with the corner. Kleber. This will be Kleber's last game of the season. It's also his first game since his broken leg. We've just brought him back in for an FA Cup final. A first full game anyway. He came off the bench on the last day of the season. He is fit enough to now be back involved, but won't be able to play in the Champions League final because we took him out of the Champions League squad to make room for somebody. I don't remember who it was, who basically we brought a couple of guys back from loans, didn't we? And to fit them all into the Champions League squad, we had to take Kleber out, assuming he wouldn't be fit. Veloso has just scored. We might be playing Veloso in the Champions League final as well. It might be the great return of Sandro Veloso, because he is fresh. It looks like he's in form. And this is a good cross from Park. It's good to see Park and Veloso linking up once again. For those of you who love your nostalgia, last season nostalgia, for those of you who love your unchanging teams and players always being in the team forever without ever bringing new players through, you'll love the fact that it's Juan Jose, Veloso and Park today. And I'd like Juan Jose to put his injury troubles from this season behind him, because I still maintain Juan Jose is the best player at the club. But he has had an injury-ravaged season. And Jovanovic, I feel like Jovanovic is in pole position at the moment to be starting in the Champions League final. Again, we're looking for a performance from Juan Jose today. Otherwise, Jovanovic is likely to start after his exploits in the semi-final, scoring the goals that got us to the final. This is lovely work from Figueira. Plays it into Park, and his header goes just off the crossbar. It remains 1-0, just over half an hour gone in this tie. And we are still ahead, but Liverpool certainly looking dangerous, and they're looking very dangerous here, and they have scored a goal. It's 1-1, and I mean, that's a goal I'm not sure I've seen in FM21 before. It's a strange one, because he's kind of dribbling across goal and then cuts it back the way he came almost. I think we've just seen a new goal. Over 2,000 hours in this game. I think I've seen a new goal animation. My goodness. It's the game that keeps on giving. Right, Alpish with the free kick. He, again, getting an opportunity today to force his way in for the Champions League final. Elias would be the obvious choice, but Alpish has been great in the final couple of league games, so I want to give him the opportunity to put in a performance today. And it's a Liverpool side, which I'm assuming this Liverpool team are better than the Hertha team that we're going to be playing in the Champions League, just because, English bias. Veloso has just scored his second goal of the game, showing his excellent composure as always. We're actually well behind on XG, but we've got the best finisher in the world playing up front for us, and he's proving to be the difference maker again today, and probably going to be forcing his way into that starting 11 for the Champions League final. Poor old Adrian Daly will be wondering what he's done wrong. 30 goals in his first season for us as a teenager, and still doesn't get the start in the Champions League final. But you know what? Veloso, it looks like finally he's back. Alpish, oh my word. I mean, I was worried because he was a youngster there. Maybe that's a reason to play Elias in the Champions League final. Just the fact that Alpish makes me a little bit nervous. Not because he's done anything to make me nervous, just because he's still very young, and I'm worried that he could do something to make me nervous about him in future. It's a very strange reason not to select a player. I'm a little bit worried that you might make a mistake even though you've never made one. Because, you're young. And then he just points to the rest of the team. Right, 2-1 up at half-time. We are so far behind Liverpool on XG. I think that's probably testament to a good performance from Perez in goal for us. And this is a problem. This is what we didn't want to see. Injuries starting to accumulate going into a Champions League final, especially to key players. Park has picked up a knock. Jordan comes on the left. Figueira can move over onto the right. I mean, Figueira, it's probably the strongest reserve position that we've got, Figueira for Park. But obviously we want Park to be fit for the Champions League final, because he has been one of our most consistent players, probably for longer than anybody. He's probably more appearances, I would suggest, than anyone else in this team. Perez maybe might have more just on account of being the goalkeeper, but Park's definitely been here for longer. And Juan Jose is in here, and I mean, that's some comical defending from Liverpool, but we have they've just about got away with it. And it's now a corner for Liverpool. Abagai heading clear, and Jordan with the chance for a counter-attack. He's got Veloso ahead of him. If he can go past his man, he chooses not to. Plays it into Veloso instead. Now Juan Jose, Veloso again. Juan Jose's not having a very good game, is he? We might bring Ivanovic on in a minute and give him the opportunity to really nail down his spot for the Champions League final. Figueira playing it to McKenna, and now Juan Jose again. Veloso, Vinicius Antonio shoots from range, and it is off the crossbar. Oh, you can tell it's an exciting day. The bin men have only got involved. Channel legends, the bin men, who aren't usually found on the channel these days. In fact, there was a bank holiday on Monday. They shouldn't even be out today. Maybe it's the old bin men from the old house, just wanting to see how the story resolves itself. Welcome. Claiborne needs to come off. It was asking a lot to get him involved today. But I wanted to get him an FA Cup winners medal. Much can come on for him, and McKenna can move back into the box-to-box midfielder role. And we remain 2-1 up with 15 minutes remaining. And Liverpool have got a counter-attack on here, which it would be very nice if Alpish could get the tackle in. I mean, look at that. That's the kind of defending that gets a young man like that a start in a Champions League final. It is a big ask for him to play in a big game like that, but he's got a lot of talent, so we might just go with him. I can't do the exact 11 you lot would pick in the Champions League final. That would never do. What on earth would we discuss in the comments section if I picked the exact 11 you wanted? Veloso to finish off his hat-trick, and he does. Liverpool 1, Holme 3, a 17th goal of the season for Sandro Veloso, and that'll do, won't it? A hat-trick. I've told him to earn his spot for the Champions League final, and he's come in and done that. So I suppose you could argue he's justifying the selection that he's likely to get for the Champions League final. Now watch him get injured between the two matches. Now it's almost guaranteed his redemption arc is complete. He's back in the team as of right now. He is my first choice striker again. Guaranteed he's going to get injured before the Champions League final. Marcelo comes on the right-hand side for Figueira. Figueira likely to have to start in the Champions League final with Park getting injured. Means we probably have to protect him. Certainly don't want to have to be starting Marcelo on the right-hand side in a big game like that. That's good work from Juan Jose. That's the Juan Jose we know and love. Playing McKenna in nicely. McKenna now charging forward as the box-to-box midfielder, trying to burst into the area, but he can't get there. But Kovacic with some excellent cover work in defence. There's 3 minutes of added time remaining in this game. Liverpool continuing to press the attack, but I think we're probably likely to be okay. Maybe we'll be okay, he says, as Liverpool score. In fact, it's been disallowed. So that means we're a little bit more likely than probably likely. I think we're pretty likely at this point to be celebrating an FA Cup win. You didn't get to see us lift the Premier League trophy this year because it happened off camera. And I kind of want to have a double celebration today. So it's quite nice that we've won the FA Cup. If this is all we end up winning, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm building this up as if it's a foregone conclusion. We win the Community Shield, win the Champions League. I'm feeling a lot more confident this year than last year. I think Hertha Berlin are much more comfortable opposition than Manchester City were. But watch us go and get absolutely spanked now. But at least we'll always have the FA Cup. Juan Jose shaking the hands of some guy with a beard. That's not me, is it? No, there I am. Old pink suit Kev. There he is, handing the trophy across to... Who is our captain? Is that Abagai? Who would our captain have been today? Juan Jose? Did Juan Jose wear the cap? I don't even know. I just let it auto-select captains. Captain's never been a big deal for me, but that's Juan Jose as captain. Well, there you go. Lovely work from him. And now we'll just take a Perez cartwheel, please. There it is. Confetti everywhere. Let's go win the Champions League, boys and girls. I'll be back in a second just to show you the Veloso injury that's definitely going to happen. Am I a true home? I was already a home legend. I thought someone else was being added to the Legends Club. At the moment, it's just Sir Harrison Davies, Sandro Veloso, and me are the Legends Club. Juan Jose's made it onto the favoured personnel list, though, which is nice. Slam dunk, by the way, still unemployed last time I checked. I do regularly offer him a job. I'd bring him in as assistant manager, but he is not interested in it. I think he's just very carefully watching from the sidelines, knowing that if we win the Champions League here and I retire, he is probably front runner for the job, unless Harrison Davies is ready. I think he's got decent attributes. I don't know. I don't know if he's ready to step up straight away. I'd certainly give it to him as caretaker while they're looking to appoint the next manager. Park is going to miss the Champions League final, which is a big blow. Confirmation that Veloso is quite good at scoring goals. I think we knew that. And Juan Jose is wanted by Barcelona. They can do one. Right, Champions League time. Here we go then, boys and girls. Champions League final time. Have you got your predictions in? Down in the chat if you're watching as the live premiere. Goodness me, I hope so. We have a little bit of transfer news going into this. You know I love a transfer. Diego Perez. He's going to Manchester City for £52 million because it's £52 million plus, he's basically a pensioner, 26 years old, ready for the retirement home. He's only started one game for us this season. He's been an excellent servant, but to be able to get 52 million for a player who hasn't started. When was the last time he started half our games? 4 years ago. He's not a regular for us anymore. Perez is on his way out. Park becomes our new vice captain. So he will, he won't be the guy who lifts the trophy if we get there, because obviously he's not going to be playing. Both Ian and Park unavailable again through injury. Maybe I should have made somebody else. Look, Park's showing as key player again. Well, I never. When did that? He hasn't been our key player for years on that screen. It's nice to see him jump back up to key player status. But let's get into the team news. There's been a couple of changes since the FA Cup final. Defence-wise, Primus is coming in at right back. Vinicius Antonio, I had to give him a couple of days off training midweek. He has tired little legs. So on that basis, I just trust Primus more for the big game. So Primus is going to come into play at right back. Much comes into the central midfield to play alongside McKenna. It's the central midfield pairing that I've talked about for so many years. Scotland's central midfield is Holme's central midfield. Jamie Much coming in to play alongside McKenna. It allows McKenna to play as the box-to-box midfield. Obviously, Kleber not available for this game because he's not registered in the squad. Perez no longer really in consideration. Neither is Christensen, and Christensen's injured anyway. So the only other options were going to be the youngsters, Cassidy and Velasco, who will definitely be part of the mix next year. But I think for the Champions League final, we go Much and McKenna. Figueira moves over to the right with Park's injury. And we've just offered Figueira a massive new contract as well. He is going to be an absolute world superstar. If he's not already, he's still showing as a wonder kid rather than an elite player. I think he'll be one of those who leap straight from wonder kid to elite. And Jordan gets the nod ahead of Madness on that left-hand side in the absence of both Ian and McKenna. Let's go win the Champions League. Sandro Veloso is in the team. How excited are you? If he messes up, see, it's a masterstroke by me now, because if we now lose this and Veloso doesn't score, I can just bat it straight back to the comments section and say, well, I played your guy. And if we win and he plays really well, then it's just a genius piece of man management and motivation, taking a man who didn't want to be here at the start of the year and turning him into a Champions League winner. Either way, Kev's a genius. I know what I'm doing. This isn't my first rodeo. Right, come on now. Let's do a football. Figueira playing it back to Primus, who gives it to Kovacic, charging forward on this left-hand side, cuts it inside to Juan Jose, who presumably is captain again for today. Like I say, I don't mess around picking individual captains. Jordan justifying his selection, a 9th goal of the season for Jordan. You would not have expected him to be a goal scorer in a Champions League final for us. Was it this season he started the year out on loan? I think he was the one we brought back in January. I was talking about it before. I think Jordan is the one who came back in January to take Kleber's spot in the Champions League squad. Obviously, if Kleber still had his spot, he would definitely be starting on the left today because Ian's injured. But Jordan is taking his opportunity and trying to write his name into the history books, into the club legends list. Kovacic on the left-hand side, going to look to play it forward to Jordan again. In fact, skips him, gives it to Juan Jose, and Veloso is in. And Veloso with the effort that the keeper struggles with, but it does end up being pushed behind for a corner. But it's another opportunity for us. Figueira with the in-swinger, and Alpish is there. I mean, if Alpish had scored as well, it would have just been a day for ridiculously unlikely goal scorers. Prince, the guy who's just gone off the Hertha, he was the guy we were warned about pre-match as their big threat. So they've just lost their best player, and Sandro Veloso has just made it 2-0 on 21 minutes. And it's happening, boys and girls. The moment we have been working towards for so very long, it might actually be happening finally. Veloso, lovely, tidy little finish, just hovering there at the far post, ready to tap it home. It's 2-0. Everybody's playing well. Hertha have got a mountain to climb without their best player to help them climb it. It will be a great Champions League story for them if they find a way back into this game now. But they are the team that's on the attack, so we probably shouldn't be doing victory speeches just yet. It still is only the first half. Juan Jose playing it forward, looking for Veloso. Veloso makes any pass from Juan Jose look good. I still don't know, and I suspect it's the fact they're both fantastic, but I've always wondered, does Juan Jose make Veloso look better than he is? Does Veloso make Juan Jose look better than he is? I think just the two of them together make each other better than they would be on their own, and I think we've seen that when they've been in the team without the other one there. They're not quite the same threat they are as a combination. We obviously always had to go with these two today. Jovanovic and Daly probably feeling a little hard done by, but they're both younger Their time will come. They've had a lot of their time this season. It's good that we've got 4 very, very good strikers. Effectively, if they're not there already, 4 world-class strikers at the club. It's a nice situation to be in. Jordan playing it forward to Veloso. Veloso with another effort that's saved by the goalkeeper again. And we get another corner just before half-time. If we can grab a third here, then I might start the victory speeches in the second half. McKenna with the header. But their goalkeeper's actually had a pretty decent game. Certainly made some saves anyway. He's only on a 6.7, so maybe he's not played as well as it looks from the highlights. But we've seen him make a number of pretty useful saves. And we go into the second half 2-0 up. And I mean, Hertha has still got that mountain to climb. And we're still having a lovely evening. Figueira to Juan Jose. Couldn't get his shot away. And it comes back to Figueira again. Figueira is everywhere. He's just dancing around all over the pitch, getting excited about his new gazillion-pound contract. And Veloso is in again. And it's his second of the game. It's our third of the game. It's Hertha Berlin 0. Home 3 with 35 minutes of the match remaining. I love seeing Much involved and Primus involved and some of these guys who you wouldn't necessarily put them in your team of the series. They're players who are still on their way up. I mean, Much is still only 21. It feels like he's been here forever because he's British. We were able to sign him at 16, I think, Jamie Much, or 17. He's been here a long, long time, but he's still only 21 years old. Primus, similar situation. We're able to sign him so young. He's still only 21 years old. Much, still only 21. These boys have been here forever, but they're still very young. And it's awesome that they're now breaking their way into the team. Right, why was my assistant manager recommending I take off McKenna when he's playing well, he's not booked, he's not particularly tired? We're going to take off Juan Jose and bring on Jovanovic. Figueira is tiring as well. So who have we got on the bench? Not Dumbia. We could bring Diego Perez on as a thank you, goodbye. Nah, we don't have that kind of loyalty. We're going to bring on Marcelo. You know what I'm like. Marcelo can come on that right-hand side. And it's 3-0. Oh, he's a yellow card away from a suspension. We don't care about suspension. Right, now McKenna's tiring, so Velasco can come on. Daly not even getting to come off the bench in the Champions League final. You didn't expect to see Velasco playing in the Champions League final at the start of the season either, did you? But he takes the corner here. Look at the strength in depth in this squad. It's a wonderful thing. We've still got the LOLLUJO Cup to come on the channel before FM22, where this home team will be put against the teams from all of my saves this year to find out who my ultimate FM21 team is. But I don't know. I mean, I think the Sheffield United Twitch team will give them a run for their money. I think this is I've said it a million times. It's the best squad I've ever assembled. And you could just randomly select an 11. If you just randomly selected a player for each position, I think they'd still win the Champions League. That's not what we've done. There's no dice rolling involved here. Velasco with the in-swinger. And I think that was Jovanovic at the near post trying to get a header onto that, but it comes back to Jordan. Who's been fouled. Hertha don't need a player sending off. We've done the job without them needing to go down to 10 men. Thank you very much. Velasco with another in-swinger, this time no home shirt anywhere near it. Velasco across to Jovanovic, but can't find him. And he said, are we all feeling emotional knowing it's ending? Not only are we finally winning the Champions League, this is it. This is the end of home. This is the end of the series. This is the last. This penalty from Veloso might be the final goal you ever see a home player score on YouTube, because we've done this. We've done this club twice now. We ain't bringing him back. Oh, he's missed it as well. I build the moment up and he misses his penalty. But you won't see home anymore. This is it. The next time, if you ever see home again, they'll be playing a real football match. I've said that before. I would love to make this team a reality, but unless we do, don't expect another YouTube series with home now. We've done it twice. I don't think we go back to the well for a third time. It's been wonderful. It's been probably my best ever creation, just home as a thing across the two series. We did them on Twitch last year as well, so 3 saves effectively with home. But I think we're done, and I think we've won the Champions League. we're going to have to put together an all-time best home 11. I have an 11 framed on my office wall of the best team from last year's, from the original home save. We might need to combine the two into an ultimate home team. But here we go, boys and girls. We have won the Champions League. There will be a 5 years in the future video to come at the end of the week as well. I just need to holiday it forward, which is easier said than done with a save file as big as it is. But we have won the Champions League. I mean, that's a thing of beauty right there. I don't even know who our number 24 is. Who's just lifted the trophy? Because Juan Jose had already gone off. Who's number 24? Can't see a number on his shirt. We do need the cartwheel though. Number 24 is Primus. So Primus has just lifted the trophy for us. I mean, why not? Young English wonder kid. Why not? Oh my word. I told you Veloso was the answer. I told you he'd get the goals if we got him in the team. Oh, look at it. All the wonderful stuff coming through. Slam Dunk hailing me as a legend again. You're going to get your opportunity now, Slam Dunk. Mrs Wearmouth, you know what to do. There's only one logical managerial appointment coming up, and it is Slam Dunk. It's got to be Slam Dunk. Right. Little bit of housekeeping. First, we need to export this squad so we can play in the LOLLUJO Cup. So there you go. They're the teams I've got exported at the moment. I need to go and find the Sheffield United team. I didn't do a 5 years in the future for them, so we'll be fine. So the home team is saved. Let me just check they are definitely saved. Yeah, home are saved for the LOLLUJO Cup, which means we retire. We say goodbye to, I think, my favourite team I've ever managed. Like this squad of players, this save, I think it's my favourite thing I've ever done. No, not go on holiday. We retire. Now, hold on, before we retire, just make a note. Have we got any name in the game players in the main squad? Alex Williams, his real name, when we're Charles Bexfield. That's who Alex Williams is when we're looking through. Because otherwise we'll get confused. But we retire. My relationship has now expired. Thanks, guys. It's 18 days, 19 hours, 38 minutes I've spent managing in this save alone. That's we've been busy, haven't we? We've been very, very busy. Keep your eyes peeled for 5 years in the future. I don't know what to say. I'm sad it's ending. Got to find something else to fill its gap with on the channel now, haven't I? Watch this space. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.